and we'll be talking about information gathering. So we're talking about information gathering. Information gathering is the act of collecting, finding and gathering different kind of information against the target victims or a system. When we are the information gathering we are talking about here, there are different kind of information gathering. Even though before you got admission to BUK, you gather some information before you could apply to BUK. But the information we are talking about here is the automated system. What we mean by automated system is like gadget we use, our phones, our laptop, and some other electronic devices that we use. So information gathering is the act of collecting and finding gathering different kind of information against the targeted victims or a system. So and we are talking about hacking. We have 5 steps of hacking, which are information gathering, we have scanning, we also have exploitation, and we have maintaining access. Then the last one, we have covering tasks. What we really mean by information gathering, like I said, is like gathering some information, getting some useful about your target, some useful or vital information about your target. So after you gather your information, the next phase of ethical hacking is scanning. After you gather your information, you have to scan the particular information you got. Then after scanning, you have to exploit, like sending your attack to that particular information you already scanned. And then the fourth one is maintaining access. Maintaining access, what we really mean by maintaining access, for example, you are targeting a particular server and you already get access to you already send your exploit and you already have access to that particular server. So what we really mean by maintaining access, you have to maintain your access in that particular server, like creating a user for yourself in that particular server. So when you create a user, in case they even did any update on that particular server, you will still be in. So that's why they said in an ethical hacking, you have to maintain your access after you get access to a particular server. And then the last one is covering tracks. So the covering tracks is just like making yourself anonymous in the server. So no one will know that you are already in that server. So why information gathering covers 70% of hacking. So we'll be emphasizing more today on information gathering.
Okay, you should record the session, sir, please.
Record it. Yeah, I'm recording the session. I'm recording it.
Okay.
Alright. So when we talk about information gathering, it is the first step to follow or the beginning of ethical hacking. When you want to start anything hacking, or when you want to start or as a penetration tester or hacker, both black or white attacker, the first thing you need to do is you have to gather your information. It is from this information that you can be able to scan, exploit, and the other two, which is maintaining access and covering tracks. So even like I said, the information is very vital nowadays. Even before the word is come to existence, information is very, very, very important. So with the information you gathered about particular server, it is what you use to send your scan, exploit, and use to maintain your access in a particular server. And the more information you gather about your target, the more the chance to obtain relevant results. So the more you gather information about a particular server you are targeting, so the more you get a chance to obtain your results. So when, for example, you already gather one information about a server and you find that information is not that useful. You were unable to scan that particular information. You have to gather another information. That's why they said the more the information gather about your target, the more the chance of obtaining relevant results. And information is not just a phase of security testing. It is an act of every hacker. So as an hacker or any attacker, even as a cyber security, the first thing you must first of all gather is the information. You have to know how to gather your information. So we have categories of information gathering. We have footprinting, we have scanning, and we have enumeration. What we really mean by the footprinting is can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir, you can hear.
okay. What we really mean by footprinting is the techniques to collect as much information as possible about your target. Maybe it is a network, even the person individually. You gather information about the network, you gather the information about the victim and the system also. It helps hacker in various ways to intrude to an organization system. This technique also determines the security posture of a target. So we are talking about footprinting. Footprinting can also be be divided into two, which are the active as well as the passive. So I will share the slide in the group, in the WhatsApp group, so you can all go through the slide. So because of time, let me quickly go to the scanning. As I said before, after you gather your information, the next step is to scan the information. So scanning every single information you get, so you will be able to send your exploit, or you will be able to enumerate into that to a particular server or a particular network. Then how to gather information. There are many steps to follow to gather information, but I listed three here. We have the technical skills. Then secondly, we have the soft skills, and we have the human hacking, which is the pretexting. We already talked about this human hacking in our first session we had, which is the social engineering, like how you can social engineer, you pretext people, you convince them, you make them to build trust in you so that you can able to attack them. Then what we really mean by the technical skills, the technical skills is using some tools provided, some available tools to gather some information about a particular server, a network, and the tools I listed here. Today we'll be looking about WHOIS, NS lookup. We'll be making use of Google to gather information. I'll be making use of OSINT, which is the open source intelligence frameworks. And we'll be making use of, we'll be looking at the harvesters to gather some information. And the fifth one I have here, we'll be making use of social medias handles such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can use Facebook, your LinkedIn, and Twitter to gather information. And the last one I have here is the phone infograph. The phone infograph, how it works is, you gather information about, for example, I said earlier that the more you gather your information, the high chance of gaining access. So, for example, you already gather some information and you come across a particular, or your victim's phone number. This too, you can use it to gather information as much as you can on a particular phone number. That is why it's called phone infograph. So, I think we'll be going to the practical section now. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
This was the sensitive data exposure. You expose your file there. Maybe there's sensitive. Try and get access to them.
Okay. Now I'll be making use of Kali Linux to. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
You stop sharing your screen. You can't see your screen.
I will share my screen now. I'm coming. I'm having one network issue. My server is going up, going down. Okay. Can you see my screen again? My screen is coming up, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go now quickly
Yeah,
to
can see
the.
your screen.
Okay, you can see my screen. So now already on, yeah, for those of us that are using Kali Linux, already there are some tools you can use to gather information that are already pre-installed on your various Kali Linux. If you click on this tab, you have the DNS analysis that you use to analyze the domain name server. You have the IPS identification live host, even the open source intelligences analysis, and we have the harvester here. So like I said, we'll be making use of whois first. So should I increase my terminal?
It's okay like this.
Okay, it's okay like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for example, let's say for example you are given a task to like just gather some information about a particular server. Today I'll be making use of cyber talent. Oh, sorry. So now you can see immediately I got some information about this particular server. If I quickly go up, you see actually what whois is actually for. We've already talked about whois in some of our technical session we had in our WhatsApp group, and we're already familiar how whois work. So it gathers some information on a particular domain name with a domain name server. So for example, I check whois for cyber talent, and it gives me this information I have here. So you can see the domain name. It said the domain name is cyber talent. You can see the domain name here, and even show the registry domain ID, even showing the server which is whois, and the registrar URL. I think maybe they pay for this. That's why it's not showing the registrar URL. And they show us the updated date, the day they updated the server, which is last year by April, and then the creation date. You can even see that this particular server has been created since 2002. It has been in existence since 2002, and the registration expiry date when the server will be the domain name will be expired. We already have it will be expiring by by April 2022. So you can see many information about that particular server. You can even see the abuse contact email, the contact phone number. Can see many information about it. Then the admin, or why it is showing redacted for privacy. They already pay for the privacy of their domain. That's why it's not showing. If you scan some other network whereby they did not pay for their privacy, you see that you find even the admin city, everything you find it. And this is when we are talking about information gathering. Whois is Number one, let me just say that number one information gathering tools which you can use to start gathering your information, because it shows you many information about that particular server. And but this particular network already pay for their privacy. Okay, can we check another website maybe that did not pay for their privacy? Maybe we can find something interesting.
Use BUK website.
No, they are not doing that.
Go with BUK now.
Okay, I should do it BUK. Alright, since you are going for that,
yeah, do it.
let's quickly. Okay, it's come up. Please, this is just for educational purpose. Please don't perform any attack. Just leave our BUK alone. You understand, guys? Okay, now you already found the domain name for BUK, which is buk.edu.ng, and we already find the WUI server, whuis.net.ng, and the creation date. They created BUK domain 2009. Wow, that sounds interesting. And they updated it last year also, and it will be expired by 2024. Okay. You can even find the register number. You can even find that registrar name. You can see customer service, we have Odusami Agbolade here, and the customer service, we have support at this. These are some vital information in which you can use to send your attack to a particular server, because with this you can perform a lot, and I will show you how you can simply do that. So you already know. For example, you want to know, okay, for example, you'll be seeing a particular website and you'll be wondering who is behind this website and what's the website all about. You can simply use your WUIs to get that information about that website. Okay, you get their contact address, like you get the registered organization, Center for Information Technology, Bayero University, Kano, and then registrar street. You already get Guazo. You can simply go there to that particular page. Oh, this is where this particular organization is. Registrar city, you can see it is in Kano. The email, you can even see the admin name. It is Bashir Sad Yakasai, and the streets and everything, every information you need. Even you can even see the contact phone number. You can see the registrar admin. You can see so many information. You can even see the server that in which BUK is hosting on. They are hosting on BlueHost. Imagine. This sounds very interesting. And you can see the time of use. Even WUIS also is sending a disclaimer. You are not authorized to access or query our WUIS database to be used over the electronic device that are high volume and automated. Is provided by, so you can simply go through that. The data is for information purpose only. Please does not guarantee its accuracy. By submitting WUIS, you agree to abide by the following. Can you all see my screen? You can see my screen. I'm very sorry, I'm having some network issue here. Please, guys. Can you still see my screen?
We can't. You can see that screen.
So you can even see the server in which BUK is hosting on. You can see the admin phone number.
We are not doing your screen.
You are not seeing my screen? Okay, let me share my screen for me. My screen has come up, right?
Yes, it has come up.
Okay. You can see the admin email. You can even see the server in which BUK is hosting on. You can see the phone number, the admin phone number. You can see the admin name, the director. You can see the admin organization. You can even see that they are from the people managing the server, the BUK server, are from Center for Information Technology by University Kano. With this information you get from who is that show up this BUK information, you can easily use it to start your scanning and some other thing about the particular server you already scanned with WIS. So please, this is just for educational purpose. Please guys, don't misuse it. Don't misuse it, please. I think we'll be going for the next tools. I'm sorry guys, I'm having network issue. You know, we are in Nigeria where the network is not that kind stable. I think Gavia will do something about that for us. Don't worry guys, this session is being recorded. Can you all see my screen again? Can you see my screen? Can I proceed? Can I proceed? Hello guys, can I proceed? Can you see my screen?
Yes, you can proceed.
Okay.
Yeah,
So as I was saying, don't worry guys, this session is being recorded. You will find it on our YouTube channel. So from this information you can simply get, so from this information gathered, you can start your scanning on this particular server. We got the information, and the next one we'll be looking at the NS lookup. Let me clear my screen. Just type NS lookup. For those of us using Tamox, you have to install some packages before you can start using NS lookup. But for those of us that have Kali Linux, it is already pre-installed on our various Kali Linux. So you can use NS lookup buk.edu, okay, buk.edu.ng. So let's see if we can bring us some vital information. Oh, I think we are here. So I think with using this NS lookup, we can get some vital information here. We see the IP address of the server. We even found the IP address of that particular address. We even find the domain name. I've already found that in the WHOIS database, and we even find the IP address of the BUK portal. Guys, with the you know, if you are doing anything, you are concerning ethical hacking, one thing you really need most is the IP address. With the IP address, you can perform so many activities about the with the IP address you gotten from a particular server. So let me quickly do copy this IP address. So let me see, maybe I can do something here. Let me paste it.
The weaker side is behind some kind of protection. You can access the server directly with IP address. I tested the other time, it's not working.
Okay. Let me test so maybe it will show. Okay, now I got an information that BUK server is beyond firewall. So if a server is behind firewall, you have to bypass the firewall before you can use the IP address to do some scanning. Because if you want to scan, if you don't have the IP address of the particular server you are looking for, because the server does not understand the domain name, it only understands the IP address. So if you want to scan any network, you have to find the unique IP address for that particular server. And to get the IP address of a particular server, you use NS lookup to get an IP address, which I already do. And there's also one command also we can use to get an IP address, which is the ping command. Let's say ping buk .edu.ng. You can see, let me stop the ping. You can see I already have the IP address and even showing me the server that they are hosting on. They are hosting on BlueHost, and also this particular GUI's database also shows us this this BlueHost. And one thing again the one command I want us to look at again is the WhatWeb. For those of us that are using Linux, WhatWeb is already pre-installed on our various Linux, but for those of us that are using Tamox, I will message the group, then I will guide you guys on how to install WhatWeb on our various Tamox. So WhatWeb is, it just gives description on that particular web server. Let's say WhatWeb buk.edu.ng. Let's see if it can bring us something. I think I'm having network issue, that's why it's not coming up. So WhatWeb, it gives you some description. Huh? Can you see my screen?
Wait up. Sometimes.
Why are you saying Gafia? I can't hear you clearly.
Time before you to respond. Application, or you can skip to another tool, so later you can come back to that.
Okay. Let's keep one thing again. One tool I want us to look at again is the host. So now I want to change the server I'm using. Let's say host. Let me use which network? Okay. Please, can you remind me this the domain name for this NCDC? Okay, let's use uk.edu.ng. Oh, I think it's my network. I'm having network issue. Sorry guys, I'm having network issues, so I'm on and off. I'm on and off. Let me represent my screen.
I think you should have this Nigerian song so you can get it.
Which network are you saying, Gafia? I can't hear you. Can you type it in the text box?
No, I was saying that you have to have this Nigerian song also that you can get a very stable network. Get a lot of network issue everywhere. So if you can hack it and make it stable, we appreciate you are doing.
I can't get you, Mohammed. Can you come again, please?
Just you can proceed. I'm saying that you can hack the Nigerian software and get it.
You are there for me. You know, I'm having so many things here, so you should be the one to be doing that for me. So let's go back. I was saying the host. You can see another you can see my screen. You can see BUK has an address of this. It has this particular IP address, and BUK mail is handled by this link. You can see there are these tools I'm giving out for you guys. You can use this to start your information gathering, because anything you don't know, just Google it. Google is always there for you. Anything that you've seen that it's kind of confusing you, just go to your Google it out, and Google will already have the answers for you. So if you don't know this, just copy it, go to your Google, and Google will print it will show you the answer. So the next command we'll be talking about is the what web. So let's go back. I think my network has come back. Oh wow, it has come up. You can see so many information here. You can see the status code, which is 200, which shows that it is okay. And when we are talking about web application, we have 500 status code, we have 100, 200, 300, 400. The 100 is for the network. The 200 shows that your information you are accessing is very okay. And 300, 400, we have 401 forbidden, 403 forbidden, 401, 404 error, and some other thing, and we have 500 too. So you can see that the status code is 200, that shows that the server is responding, and it is running on Apache's web server. And we have the content language, and we have the country, that is which is the US. We have the email at the application pg@buk.edu.ng. You can see they are using HTML5 and HTTPS. The server they are using is Apache. You can even find their IP address here. You can find their JavaScript query, and you can find your password field, and then the script, JavaScript, and the title of the server, which is the Biouniversity Kano. You can see so many things here. So I am the last one I will be checking out before I drop the session, and I hand over the session to Gafia to continue with us with the infoga. It is the NuckPy. What this NuckPy do is it shows you the subdomain in a particular web server. Let's say NuckPy buk.edu.ng. Let's see, maybe we can get something interesting. Oh, it's getting me the word list. You can see I have the local okay, this is, you can see the word list it created almost 2027 word list, and it show my target, which is the buk.edu.ng. It even show me the IP address, and it show me the time. You can see the subdomain the subdomain on the BUK portal is showing up. We have the subdomain for the agric.buk.ng. It's running on the Apache server too. The status code is 200, which shows that it is okay. And also we have this AIS .buk.ng. It shows the status code of 200 too, and it's keep loading the word list it created, and I think it is still coming up. So let's wait for it before it comes up. I think we should stop it now, because it will require us a long time before it comes up. Now it's 11%. You can see it's creating the word list. The word list is testing each word list. Then the word list that match is show it and the subdomain, and they show their status code. Okay, let me put it. So the last one we're using is the Google and the social media to gather information. Where we use Google and information and social media to gather information. There is a framework for that, which is the Harvester. It is an open source intelligence framework. The Harvester is gather information from Google, your email address. It shows email address. It shows your Facebook ID, your LinkedIn, your Twitter ID. You can even make use of Google. Google is also a framework for that too. Let's go back to our Whois. Let's say Whois buk.edu.ng. So, for example, we already gathered this kind of information. We already have this information. We have the registrar phone number. We already have. You can simply copy this name, this particular name. You can copy it, and you go to your Google. Then you search. Okay, let me change my to Google. Okay, let me use the you can simply search for the name. Maybe you can get something interesting about that particular person. Odusami Agbolade. Maybe we can get something. Okay. You can see where the name appear. Google, it will surely show. Okay. I think this place is an address. Oh, I found something here. I found official accredited UTME JAM registration number in Lagos, and Lagos to Odusami Agbolade, and I found this number. Let me check. Maybe this number is the correspond with the one I have on the Whois database. Okay, I have this particular number. And let me see, maybe that number corresponds to the one I have here. I think the number corresponds. You can see. You can simply go to this website. You can check, okay, who is Odusami Agbolade? What is he doing? How does he relate to the BUK portal? What is the purpose of his job at the BUK portal? You can simply go through it. I think there's an error on that particular website. You can see part of the status code that I was explaining the other time. It showed me error 520. So assuming it is 200, it will show that it shows that the network is responding to what I want to access. and as it shows this 520, it means that it's an error. We have 403 but forbidden. I think we are all familiar with that too. Maybe we are browsing and suddenly we just saw 403 forbidden, or 401 not found, or 404 error. So you can see, I think this server, they don't want me to access the server. That's why they said, you can see the web server is returning an unknown error. So let's go back. You can see you have already started gathering your information about that particular person, which is the Odusami Agbolade. You can see 64 Okwoba Road, Agege, Lagos State. You can see that maybe, okay, this particular person is from Lagos State. What is he doing at Lagos State? You don't know. You can still even gather information, as much as information. So you can gather information. Okay, this particular person is from Lagos State. You can even call someone you have in Lagos State. Please, I'm gathering information about this particular person. Can you help me out? So you send them to go to this address to monitor him. So and I said it's part of human hacking, which is the social engineering. So let's go back to service. Okay, we found someone here too, which is the Bashir Sad. You can simply copy that to, okay, this is the admin of Portal of BUK Portal, the admin of BUK Portal. Okay, you want to know more about the admin, you can simply copy that. Then you go to your Google, you paste it. Gafi, are you still there? Gafia.
Gabi have logged out. Thought his system at all.
Okay, Factor, are you still using your system? Are you with your system? Are you with your system?
No,
Guys?
I'm connecting with phone. Oh.
You are connecting with phone.
Yeah.
I haven't cloned this phone infoga script on GitHub. So I want to show scenario on this phone infoga too, but I don't have it here on my phone, on my GitHub list. I don't have it here.
System.
Yeah. Even
Okay.
yeah, I'm having some network kind of.
It's network issue. That's why.
Yeah.
I think you type in phone figure GitHub. It show you the clone this thing.
Okay.
Just go to your browser, Unfoga GitHub.
Yeah, phone infoga. Yeah. So you can simply come to Google and you can simply search the name of the admin to know more about the admin. If you go to Google, I believe maybe you already registered his name with some social media handle of maybe something like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so many things. It will pop up like this particular name. When you search on Google will check his library. Maybe you have something pertaining to that particular name. When you find something related to that name, it will pop it out for you. Okay, I found this information about this name you are trying to get. So you can see maybe you found the name on Facebook, and the Facebook is on Google Library. You can simply bring out the name for you. Even the phone number, you can even search the phone number manually on the Facebook and on your Google. It will surely bring it out for you. And even you already have the email admin, and you even have the admin phone number. You can even like start with texting using social engineering on the admin. Okay, admin, I have a contract for you, something like that. So then let me disclose that here. You can even check the host that they are hosting on. Okay, who is BlueHost? Is it an hosting company or not? Is it registering a domain for people? So you can get so many things from this particular WhoIs. And the next thing I told you guys about is after you gather your information, after using your WhoIs to get information, the next thing you use again is just use your NS lookup, or you ping. After ping it will show you an IP address, like I told you earlier. It's because we are doing the information gathering, that's why I don't want to go to scanning. There will be another session for whereby you'll be scanning. Maybe you've already got an IP address of a particular network, where I will be showing you which tools you can use for scanning. Even if you come here you will come to your home screen in your Linux, you'll be seeing some web vulnerability. You can see Mmap, Sparta, and then Mmap is for scanning too. And you can see some tools here too where you can use to do your vulnerability analysis. Even information gathering, there are many tools. SMB analysis. SMB is a protocol, simple mail blocks analysis. And then the SNTP. SNTP is a protocol like simple mail transfer protocol. Is used for transferring your mail. Our mail protocol is using the SNTP. Then the SSL. This is the secure cell. We know we have two types of websites. We have the HTTP and the HTTPS. The HTTP, we already know that is a website that is not secure. That's our normal mentality. So when we're talking about the HTTPS, we all believe that HTTPS is a secure link. So, and I wanted to tell you guys, yesterday when we are having this technical session on this shellfish, you can see the link that Shellfish created. It has the SSL secure socket layer, which is the HTTPS. So when you want to click on any link, you have to be suspicious. You can even do information gathering about any link you want to click. Maybe they send you an info. Okay, there is a scholarship going on. It send you a link. Okay, you can click this link. You first of all do what? You gather information about that particular name. You can even start using your WhoIs. Okay, who is this particular particular website that they sent to me that is awarding scholarship. You can say, okay, this is what they do. Okay, you can even search the name of their admin and everything. You can even ping them. Okay, this is the particular network. You can do so many things about WhoIs. And after your WhoIs, you can use your ping to get the particular IP address. Then you start your scanning. After your scanning, there are many tools you can use for your scanning. There is WPS scan, the SQL map, the Bob suit, Metasploit table. There are many tools where you can use for your scanning. Then after your scanning, you start your exploitation. You start exploiting what you can start. Okay, I found this vulnerability. How can I get access to this particular server with this vulnerability I found on the server? If you get access, you have to maintain your access in case they made an update or upgrade on their server. So they will not let you out because if you did not maintain your access after you gain access to a particular server and you did not maintain your your access, one thing maybe they update or upgrade their server. Immediately they update, you will not be able to get access. You will start looking for a way to get access again, or maybe they already updated the vulnerability and you will not be able to get that. That's why they said maintaining access. Then the last one, which is the covering your track. You have to cover your track as much as possible. You have to be anonymous as much as possible as you can whenever you are attacking a particular server. So I think we can end this session for now. If you have questions so far, you can ask, or you have any observation. Sorry guys, it's because of the network. That's why we're kind of having some issue. So if you have any observation or question, you can simply turn off your camera to ask. Abu Mahaz, thank you very much. I see you there. We really appreciate all your efforts and contributions to the progress of this community. And I think Gafia also have something to share with us to just say about the session we have today. Gafia.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How you doing? I think you are the one behind the net.
Actually, not because you just hacked my system. I tried it, I think it gave me issue.
Who asked you? Mohammed.
I don't know, sure, but I was thinking of it. Maybe it's you.
Okay. Let me stop sharing my screen. So now, okay. Abib, are you there? Factor.
Papa,
Yeah. Do you have anything to say concerning this
Papa,
the session we had today? Like anything you want to add?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can proceed.
Yeah, I saw information referring to the very first page in critical as it's covered with most part. Like someone was saying that if you have one heart for the free, it's 10, 15 minutes sorting out to issue.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
information that is the part that take, the target. Just like what our instructor say, anonymous guy, he was saying that this information different categorized into three, like the server information different, the network information different, and the employee, the people that are going on the organization. For that, all of that category of just like that, you are targeted up to get as much information as possible about them. When you get information about your target, be easily for it to exploit them. You can go after someone without knowing his name, his date of birth, his father name, his location, or something like that. There's a lot of things like how you get information, as much information as possible as well. It comes to the server, there is Swift, there is Pulse, there is SLookup, there is Google. It comes to the social, when you are having fun, then the employee in the organization, there are a lot of resources and get information on his social media page, his following, his followers, and the posts that he used to like the most, he don't like, his date of birth, his is him in a relationship and who's his girlfriend and something like that. Sometimes you like go and hack someone account like Facebook or something like that to get particular information. You can even get this information from the information like someone is using his phone number, the password for his phone or something like that. Someone are using date of birth. You can easily get date of birth any person on social media handle. Or is using like the upright footballer name or something like that. The information gathering is the very first step of the digital hacking. When we get information about your target, it's become easy for you to hack it. So that's what I want to share. You can check this part and see where it's not like what we share for now. You can go and explore ahead what is about information, go looking for other resources. The blog is always for you. And we need to try our best and see if we have anything for you that we can help you venture into deeper. Okay? Thank you so much. That's all I want to say.
Okay, thank you so much, Gafia. Really appreciate your contribution. Did anyone have any observation or any question based on what the session we had tonight? If you have, please kindly turn off your camera. Kindly turn off your mic actually, so you can proceed. Factor, we are waiting for you. Factor, are you still there, Factor? Factor. Okay, did anyone have any observation? Hello guys, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
If you have any observation or question based on the session we had tonight, you can simply ask or see your observation before we end the session, because it's already past an hour we started the session, and we already know the situation on ground. We are all students and we manage our resources, the data we are burning. We really appreciate you guys for joining the session. If you have any observation or question, I believe someone will have question or observation based on what we did. So if like the observation, what I mean by the observation, if you find anything we can use where we can include to improve our platform, you can simply say it so we can implement that in our platform. And if you have question based on what we just the session we just ended, you can simply ask. So I'm waiting for you guys. I want someone to just ask question or say an observation. I want someone before we end the session.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What I would like to tell you about this class. If it was okay to do the video already, then maybe you should create a Google Classroom.
Okay.
Then you share the links to us in the group, because this one is really sorry. The data is consuming will be much, and it's not everybody that can. Maybe if you have already created a video lecture, then maybe you post it in the Google Classroom, then you can maybe download it.
It is a live session.
Class today, we thank God for its success.
Thank you very much.
Network issue.
Yeah, it was a network. Actually, the session is recorded. You find it on our YouTube channel. You find it on our YouTube channel very soon. The session is recorded. You find it on our YouTube channel. Okay, Habib, you can proceed.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alpha.
Oh my dear.
It's just the network issue, that is why.
Imagine.
It's network.
You don't have network, you don't even have lights.
I swear. Actually, I just want to thank everyone.
No network, no light.
Hello.
We can hear you. You can proceed.
Actually, I just want to thank everyone for taking their time to join this section this evening. Thank you so much. And what our teachers, Anonymous K, thank you so much too.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, according to what the guy asked, Mohammed Tagvir. Yes, actually, we'll be recording all this section and we'll be posting it on our website, even our YouTube link, so that you guys can download it here. And if you have any issue concerning how to use all the tools we use, or how to, because due to the time now and we manage data for this Nigerian.
Are you still there, Habib?
Okay. Gavia.
Gafa, are you still there?
Yeah. I think we call this a day,
Before we
because
go,
our
I want to use this medium to thank everyone, and most especially one of our mentor that is here today with us. He has been so much contributing to the progress of this platform, actually, in person of Abu Mahaz. We really thanks all your efforts and your contribution toward the progress of the community. We pray Almighty God continue to bless you and grant you more success in every of your way. We really appreciate what you've been doing so far. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How about this? You don't have to mention now. It's my pleasure doing that. Thank you so much. You guys are trying more than we are.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
To be able to have all the resources all the time and with the timetable out and the rest, you guys still come up to present all these things to us. Really appreciate so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we can
wish everyone success in cyberplaying.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate so much. My regards to everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes,
so all the best.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. I think we can all call it a day. We meet on the WhatsApp group. If you have any question, you can drop it there. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate you.